Ayike mbukeli sesiwashaya sawaphephetha ke amahora ethu amabili njengamanje ke singena kwelesithathu njengoba phela ke sesilishaya salivala ke ihora lokuqala salishaya salivala ke nelesibili ngiyakutshela nambukeli sihamba ngoholo lemoto ephambili engengikwazi phela ukuyibiza ke emoyeni ngoba cha ayikhokhi. It's Friday, iweekend enkulu iyaqala, uspring day, ama wish nje kuningi makholi. Ngizwile kuthiwa hayi uthi ufuna ukulahleka kule mpela sonto.
Lalela uyabona kulento wasahlobo ndifuna ndibe ngu-missing persons. Kuthiwa last scene wenxibe inansikana blue anqiniseka ngenwele nobazawa. Angithi ngasho ukuthi imali ye-stockfell ingahlali ku. Yathi ngizange ndithi.
Hayi watsho saka.
Friday. Litshilo igwitho siphinde kaloku mbukeli sinamkele kwakhona kwi-yura yethu yokugqibela ubusandula ungena ubuphi kuba yeyijonga ngoku indlela ekumanzi ngayo kuqhawuka unobathana siyayisonga ke kodwa nakubeni siyisonga saqhubeka lokhu siniphathele izitshotshe enhlanje emva kweli naphesheya kwamalwandle jonga ingathi incindi yobusi awufuni kuphoswa mbukeli ezopolitiko zikhona ezemidlalo isimo sezulu ndibala ntoni na hlala uthi zavu ungaqhushuqhushalaze lo remote mayithi nca kuwe esandleni masitshaye iqhuma isenjimlo unokanyezi kalubisi.
The lesson for us is that we've got to address this problem and root and everything else, root out those criminal elements, because it is these types of buildings that are taken over by criminals.
Umongameli uCyril Ramaphosa utyelele indawo yesehlo waqhobela izandla abacandelo lezicima-mlilo ngokusabela ngokukhawuleza.
Amaqembu ezombusazwe esifundazweni KwaZulu-Natal athi ukubulawa kwamakhansela kuyimbangela yokuthi kungabi nozinzo kwezombusazwe esifundazweni. Lochani, good day. Nilochiswa ngubongi ngwakwamthweni. Ngithi kini ke babukeli ekhaya, bukelani ekhaya Jikelele. Qobe ngamalanga kube ngumvulo, bekube ngulesihlanu. Baniphathele zemidlalo, baniphathele indaba, baniphathele nomgosi mbala. Ungaphundwa, bukela. Umengameli uCyril Ramaphosa udlulise amazwi enduduzo kulabo ababe isulu ngesikhathi qobuka umlilo kwelinye lamabhilidi eGoli.
I would like to offer my deep condolences to the families of those who have passed away and those who are injured, and wish them speed recovery for those who are injured. My thoughts are also with the households and individuals who have lost their places where they live, their accommodation and possessions in this terrible incident. This is a great tragedy felt by families whose loved ones perished in this terrible manner, and our hearts go out to every person who is affected by this disaster. This incident calls on all of us, from the emergency services and other entities of government, to reach out to survivors, to help restore people's physical, psychological well-being, and to offer all material help and assistance to the residents affected by this. And I do hope that the investigations into the fire will enable communities and authorities to prevent a repeat of such a tragedy.
Umongameli uCyril Ramaphosa naye ukhale ngemeko embi yezakhiwo zedolophu yaseGauteng kuquka nokuxhaphaka okuphezulu kokuqeqethisa kwezakhiwo. Umongameli ke bethetha nentatheli ngethuba ebetyelele kwesisakhiwo sitshiswe ngumlilo phezolo.
They sought to try and get order into this building, and they were barricaded and there were attempts that were made, and but the lesson for us is that we've got to address this problem and root and everything else, root out those criminal elements, because it is these types of buildings that are taken over by criminals, who then levy rents on vulnerable people and families who need and want accommodation in the inner city. And it speaks to the type of cities that we should have in South Africa as we move forward. Poor people, yes, need to live in the city, but there needs to be order. There needs to be law and order in the inner city. And the initiatives that we are embarking on through our security forces, through Project Shanyela, is one of those that, working with the city and with the province, we are going to ensure that we root out all criminal elements and restore the livelihoods of people who live in the city.
Ngaphambi kokuba uphume embukeli beqhafuqhafu bemhle ubembetshembetshe ebekaloku sespring so ufuna uba mhle ufake ezakhalazi qiniseka kaloku into yokubana uyayazi eqhubekayo kwisimo sezulu rhabula kodwa ungafinqi.
Siphinde sikwamukele embukeli Ekhaya Jikelele. Sibonga kakhulu ukuthi usahlanganyele kanye nathi ngalesi sikhathi. Sishaqisa abaningi imbukeli isigameko sokusha kwesakhiwe enkabeni yedolobha iGoli, kanti lokhu ke kuphazamise ngisho nanokuhamba kweimoto kwazise phela abantu bese bebaleka besabalele nemigwaqo yonke le esondelene ke nalesi sakhiwe ebesisha. Ukuthola kabanze ngobe kwenzeke emgwaqeni ephithizelayo eGoli ngesikhathi sakho siqhamuka amalangabi. Sixhumana ke ngocingo nokhulumela amaphoyisa omkhandlu iGoli uXolani Fihla sibingelele ohlelweni sikwamukele Ekhaya Jikelele. Sibonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho, siyazi nimatasatasa.
Nathi ngibingelele nani lapho e-studio, ngibingelele nabalaleli.
Fihla, nizweni nina ukuthi usizo lwe-JMPD eGoli liyadingeka njengoba isakhiwo nje besisha lapha ekhoneni lika Delvas kanye noAlberts?
Yebo siswami, usizo wethu especially kule situation beyenzekele izolo is to ensure ukuthi abantu ba safe, especially during the evacuation period, but also kakhulu control traffic around the area, make sure ukuthi imoto aziyi to that affected area, and to also make sure ukuthi yona traffic ihamba kahle ingabambeki ema intersection.
Sizwile lapha umengameli uSiril Ramaphosa ngesikhathi ekhuluma uqale wancoma lapha yana ke abacima imlilo ukuthi cha ba responde ngemizuzu eyi10 10 minutes. Ingabe ucabanga ukuthi ke amaphoyisa omgwaqo wona afike ngesikhathi ukuzolekelela lapho obekwenzeka khona ingozi uqinisekisa phela ukuthi imoto ziyalawuleka?
Ngasho ukuthi the same time abe EMS mabatholi call, it's the same time nathi abe JMPD sitholi call, because we fall under the same department, public safety, within the city of Johannesburg, and our call center with our radio room next to each other. So whatever incident, and especially incident of that big magnitude, then we get the call the same time. In that type of situation, of course, the EMS will be in the forefront, because yibo abantu abadila exactly ngokuma imlilo, especially in the city of Johannesburg. So we had to we play our part in making sure that abantu are safe, and to also control the traffic.
Njengoba nje ke enkabeni edolobha iGoli phela siyazi ukuthi kuyaphithizela amatekisi, azikho yini ke mhlawumbe igameke ezibikiwe ke zokulimala kwabantu beshayiswa zimoto, kwazise phela bese kubutatata bevika imoto bezama nokuyisindisa.
Information ukuthi abantu bachayiswe imoto leyo asitholanga, or information ama accident ithingisho nje within that area yase Marshall Town iseduze naga Mai. So we didn't have any other reports except le esitholile ebuhlungu abantu abashonile kule building there.
Manifika nina xolani mhlawumbe izolo isimo besinjani nje mangisibona manisibona ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi kwehlukile ninisuke nikubuka nathi lokho esuke sikubuka thina nje singabuka sibone ngokwemfanekiso, kodwa ninisuke nikhona endaweni yesigameko kusuke kunzima kakhulu.
Kona kuyathusa kunzima siswami, ama situation aso asihlangani nawo kakhulu, especially la city of Johannesburg. So I think it should be very traumatic, as it is for abantu ababona through social media and TV. It's also the same for abantu on the scene.
Manje njengamanje usuvulewe yini umgwaqo abantu sebengaqhubeka nokusebenzisa noma mhlawumbe khona yini uphenyo nisalwenza?
Umgwaqo ovaliwe khona manje ngasho ukuthi yiDelvasi khona eMarshall Town between iAnderson neMelrose, nayo intersection leyo yokhona Albert and Delvasi la ibilidi lelo lishile, mare ama main road within area leyo iFonvillage neAnderson ayahamba namhlanje, sazi izolo bewavaliwe due to the buthi isini icordon off for all the processes ukuthi zenzakale, mara khona manje yona iFonvillage neAnderson seziyahamba namhlanje.
Sibonge kakhulu ke ngesikhathi sakho xolani, niqhubeke nje nenzeke umsebenzi omuhle.
Nathi asibonge kakhulu siswami.
Mbukeli lo bekuxolani ifihla ke okhulumela umnyango wezamaphoyisa lapha ya eJMPD kumkhandlu waseGoli. Sisakhuluma ngazo ke indaba zebhilidi elishile lapha, siyazi ukuthi lingelunye lodabula undaba mlonyeni. Yilo ke nalo futhi olihamba phambili lapha kuma trends wethu mbukeli, njengoba sesingena ke esigameni sethu sama trends #JohannesburgCBD yiwo ke umlilo loyo owenzeke lapha yana umnyango wezempilo eGauteng uthi ke imndeni yezisulu zomlilo oqubuka enkabeni yeGoli zinganikele emakhazeni yase Deep Kloof eSoweto. Sokhumbula phela ukuthi ukholoso ke waxhumana lapha noNozimtombi Miya okuyena koshila ukuthi kuthiwa cha imndeni ayihambiye lapha yana eDeep Kloof ifike ke khona emakhazeni wakhona iphethe imininingwane yonke ukuze ikwazi ukuthi ihlonze izidumbu zemndeni yazo. Bangaphezulu kwama-70 abantu abashe baba umlotha ngesikhathi iqubuka amalangabi omlilo kuleli bhilidi ke okuhlala kulo ngendlela njalo engeke umthethweni. Umnyango wezempilo futhi uthe kusetshenziswa kama fingerprints ukuze phela kuhlonzwe ke ulibofuzo ama DNA, kanti ke futhi ke kuzothatha isikhathi phela ukuthi kuhlonzwe ke idumbu ezishe zaba umlotha. Ake sizwe ukuthi abantu baphefumule bathini lapha ya ku x.com mayelana no #JohannesburgCBD. Uluk Kazaba uthi yena the city of Johannesburg and private companies should come together and erase all dilapidated buildings around Hillbrow, Doornfontein, Newtown, the CBD, Marshall Town, Selby, to make use of those spaces for low-cost housing or something else. Uyazibala ke indawo laphana athi yena cha ubona ngathi umkhandlu waseGoli kufuneke kanye nezinkampani ezimele bahlangane basuse onke lamabhilidi vele angasekho esimeni sokuthi ngabe kuphila abantu kuwo, kunalokho ke mhlawumbe kwakhiwe izindlu zokuhlala ezingabizi kakhulu. Uphawulile ke futhi ke noGulam uthini ke Kholosa?
After today's tragedy in Johannesburg CBD, we will see politicians running around promising to fight the scourge of hijacked buildings. They will publicly raid a few. After a week, when TV cameras have moved on, they will stop and the issue will not be sorted until the next tragedy. Hey ukulam uyaveza into yokubana njengokuba sekuxananazele ingqiba kaxaka pha eJohannesburg CBD uthi sawubona kaloku osopolitiki besehla besenyuka bethembisa abantu into yokubana hayi sizawulwa nezi zindlu okanye ezakhiwe ezingekho semthethweni ekufumaniseka into yokubana azikho kwimo enhle. Ndiyacinga into yokubana uyatsho into yokubana benzela oko for uvoto uthi xa sekuphume ikhamera nabo asizobabona into ethi ke into ayitshoyo into yokubana osopolitiki njengoba begqushalaza nje pha benza kuba bebona ikhamera hayi ukuthi mhlambe banekathalo ngempilo yabantu. Uchunce besijonge ke babanye baphefumule besithini.
Prince Ntuli uthi, with what's happening in Johannesburg CBD, I blame each and every person and organization that fought Herman Mashaba when he raised this issue. The blood of the 64 plus people that died is on their hands, especially Helen Suzman Foundation. Uthi yena ke hayi ubeka icala bonke laba babegxeka uHerman Mashaba isikhathi ezama ukulwisa lolu daba. uDon Benzu yena uthi ke uDon Benzu sekhulumela ke i-hashtag elandelayo. Ikhona ke ne-hashtag futhi elandelayo kwembukeli ethi #Ballon d'Or. Umgadli phela weManchester City uHaaland wekholosa kanye nawembukeli unqobeke isicoco seUEFA iBallon d'Or okushiyeke iningi labalandeli liphikisana malungana nokuthi ubani okufanele ukuthatha lesi sicoco phakathi kaHaaland kanye noMessi. Abanye kabalandeli bethola bebhola bebethatha ngokuthi phela uMessi uyena ozonqoba lesi sicoco ihlandla lesishagalombili. Kepha ke bakhona nababona ukuthi uHaaland simfanele lesi sicoco. Hayi iBallon d'Or phela hayi into enkulu, it's a big deal ke lapha yana besazi ukuthi for isikhathi eside beku Messi noma Cristiano Ronaldo kanti ke manje siyibona ukuthi hayi ke usekhale wemuka nayo lapha yana uHaaland owumgadli weManchester City. Ake sizwe ukuthi ke baphendule bathini kholosa ku x.com. uDon Benza uthi, remember Karim Benzema won the Ballon d'Or but not the FIFA Best Award. Erling Haaland winning the UEFA Portier Award doesn't mean his Ballon d'Or is promised. They always find a way. Ngesizomunye uthi uphefumule wathini? Sean Johnston uthini makhulu?
Uti facts, Haaland also had De Bruyne, who was voted third for European Player of the Year for all his assists. Messi won the World Cup and Golden Ball for the best player at the world's biggest tournament. Messi for the 8th Ballon
d'Or. Hey, uHaaland lapha yana uma ngabe umbukeli lo yana esathi hayi cha uMessi for iBallon d'Or. Uyababona ukuthi abalandeli baka Messi bakithi phela useyiwine 8 times uMessi le ndondo bafowethu. Mhlawumbe vele sekuyisikhathi sokuthi akade phela ukushenqanqa ninge nabanye ithuba. Yebo ukhona ke ukhome lapha yana uthini ukhome uthi, I know this trick, they did same with Van Dijk and Lewandowski. I'd bet anyone that iBallon d'Or would be given to Messi. Ballon d'Or is a fraud. Ake ziphela lapho ke eze Ballon d'Or kanti ke uma ngabe ke sibheka i-hashtag yokugcina ithini kholos?
Champions League draw.
Aqhathiwe phela wembukela amaqembu omqhudelwano iUEFA Champions League. iReal Madrid ikwazile ke ukugwema amaqembu alikhuni njengoba izogadulisana neNapoli, bese kuthi ke iAtletico Madrid nayo ngeke ibhekane nomsebenzi onzima njengoba izobhekana neFeyenoord. iBarcelona ke nayo ikwazile ukugwema amaqembu anzima. Ake siboneke ukuthi bathina abantu mayelana neChampions League draw. Let's bet kusho uSquaddle FX uthi let's bet Man United will not reach the round of 16 and they will actually end up playing in the Europa League. Awuskwethu uthi hayi noma ungabeka imali la nami ngibeka imali la. iManchester United angeke izifike ke esigabeni samaqoqo. Sizomunye ukuthi uphendula kwathini kholosa?
People are underestimating Newcastle. Newcastle will surely going to be the round. We're surely going to go to the round of 16. Abantu bayijongele phansi Newcastle. Bayijongele phansi abayiboni kodwa uyaqiniseka yini into kubana izawuya pha ku round of 16.
Uphawulile ke no John Bay uthi Arsenal going to the round of 16 after not getting Champions League ball for 7 years. Hayi bayaqagula abantu lapha. Abantu abathandi bebhola hayi bayaqagula konke nje kumayelana nokuqagula ukuthi ubani ozothatha ubani ongeke aze ayithathe. Ayimbukeliswa qoqa lapho ke ama trends wethu wanamhlanje kulesihlanu ngeSpring Day. Njengamanje ke sathi iqunga seyitolo kodwa ungalinga unyakaze ngoba ngabe sibuya eyitolo ukhona uLiso uzosishayela umculo omnandi.
Bantwana bakho siza kuwe sicela uncedo konakele baba siyakhala singaba bantwana bakho siza kuwe sicela uncedo konakele siyakhala singaba bantwana bakho siza kuwe sicela uncedo konakele baba siyakhala singaba bantwana bakho siza kuwe sicela uncedo zifele imfundo yazo zafingane thethelela baba zafingane zifele imfundo yazo abantwana beliswe bayakhala bayahlupheka belweli liswe belweli zifundo oh yimi abantwana beliliswe ayakhala ayahlupheka belweli liswe belweli zifundo oh yimi konakele zifele imfundo yazo zafingane thethelela baba zafingane zifele imfundo yazo ilizwe likuqukile abantu abatsha banaqhubela amakhobe siyobisi kubazali bazinshubaqayo nohulumende akanayo inkuthazo abenze njani abethi befundile kungabikho amathuba emisebenzi Tata
Asipheleke sikwamukele mbukeli ekhaya Jikelele sibonga kakhulu ukuthi usahlezi kanye nathi. Mbukeli ukukhulelwa kwentsha kulelizwe sekwaba insakavukela umchilo wesidwaba. Kanti ke kuza nezingqinamba eziningi kanye nomthelelo ongemuhle phela engqondweni yabathintekayo ikakhulukazi kwesifazane okuyena osuke ethwele ingane. Mbukeli umfana ke imvamisa kusuke kuye phela osuke eshela intombi yaqoma kwathandanwa ke kwagcinwa sekuyiwo ocansi nolungaphephile. Bobabili ke laba bantu basuke besemanzi emva kwendlebe bengakaqini kahle ukuthi sebengathatha izinqumo zokuletha umuntu ophilayo emhlabeni. Imvamisa ke owesifazane kuba uyena othwala wonke umthwalo wokucwaswa kuthiwa akayiphethe kahle amiswe esikoleni ngisho nasemphakathini nje ke kuthiwe hayi ezinye ingane ngabe sasondelana naye ngoba phela kalungile uzoyifundisa nezinye izingane izinto noma imkhuba engalungile. Umfana kayena on the other side usuke epholele nje mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi uyaqhubeka uya esikoleni akanazo lezi inkinga lo owesifazane ke asuke sebhekene nazo ngaleso sikhathi. Namhlanje ke soxoxa ngodaba lokukhulelwa kwentsha kanye nezingqinamba ezibhekana nababandakanyekayo. Njengamanje lapha endlini zokusakaza sinongoti bezempilo kuDokotela uBrenda kubheka kanye noLiza Chowa. Asinibingelele sinamukele.
Siyabonga.
Sibonga kakhulu ngokuba nani namhlanje ekseni. Namhlanje sidiscussa udaba oluserious ngempela indaba yokukhulela kwentsha. Dokotela kubheka siyajabula ukusiphinde sibe nawe futhi siyathanda umlokhuza nje uzozivakashela. Konje nje singaqala ngokuthini ucabanga ukuthi uma ngabe laba abantu abasha besuke beyibandakanya endabeni zezocansi olingaphephile engqondweni zabo mhlawumbe kusuka kukhona yini ukwazi ukuthi konje umphumela walapha kungenzeka ngiyithole sengikhulelwa.
Sizothi esikoleni bayafundiswa i-life orientation kukhona ukufunda kodwa ke kube khona ukuthi abantu abasha yabona bazothatha ama chance bacabanga ukuthi lokho abakufundile mhlawumbe ngeke kwenzeke kubona noma bebona abanye ukuthi bayaya ocansini kodwa bakhulelwa kodwa bengazi ukuthi kwenziwa yini lokho bacabanga ukuthi nabo bangakwenza bangakhulelwa.
Lesa ungagwenya kanjani ukucwaswa like ukudiscriminatewa ke now useyithola ku sisters umncane na 16 years use pregnant ke manje, so how can we avoid ukuthi maybe angadiscriminatewa, like how can we avoid that?
Okay, first of all, like sinabazala ngithi
yes,
we've got sisters and brothers and kune community ye support kunama social workers, so I think just within yourself, like yes, you know that Guti, okay, you did something maybe wrong and abazali bakho they had like, you know, different plans for yourself. So you don't have to feel bad Guti, okay, you know 16 you know mntwana and you feel like impilo yakho like it's over. It's really not. There's life beyond that. And I think just like have that support like emden like just to support you, and then you can learn from that because like there's more beyond
ukuthi nje usuvele wakhulela. Mhlawumbe futhi masingaqala la odabeni lwabazali parents for example, like I know myself, I'm very strict. And so now mangithi ngicabanga lolu daba ngivele ngalithatha ngaliletha kimi sengicabanga mina sekuyimi umzali walengane ukuthi mhlawumbe nami ngaba omunye walabo abangaba abantu ababi in the situation because of strictness sami. Mhlawumbe ngayithola ngingazi ukuthi konje ngiyisupporta kanjani ingane before ngifike kwi level yokuthi okay awuthi ngimsupport ngoba sekule nkingi ngingaqale ngithethe ukuthi how can you do this ufika kanjani lana and all of that. When ungam-advise kanjani umzali mhlawumbe what's the first initial reaction right for a parent to give ingane esiyithole kuleso simo?
I think just like ubabuze like what happened,
yes,
because sometimes asazi ukuthi esikolweni kwenzakaleni, maybe she was bullied, we don't know.
Okay.
And just kube ne relationship like with your children.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what happened? Yes, like ukwatile vele. Like
Yeah.
maybe you had different plans for your child.
Yeah.
But at least just have that support system. Good, see, okay, let's siqale futhi. Tell me what happened, because sometimes like abantwana like bafihla like izinto, exactly, and sometimes it can be bullied or peer pressure.
Yeah.
So I think just as a parent, ask first. Ask first.
So uma ngabe mhlambe Eliza umention indaba yokuthi ena maybe ba bullied, iyiple bullying elideli ukuthi umuntu alala mithi.
Sometimes good emotional bullying, you know, sexual harassment, and like khona abantwana like they don't know ukuthi how, okay, this is actually it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like empilweni,
Yeah.
yeah, life orientation ikhona, but must figure like impilo, like, you know, it's two different things. So it's also about identifying that.
Yeah.
And then knowing. So I think it's a very difficult.
Kunzinyana khona ne ukuthi na ungachaze ngoba manje there's a lot of emotions involved. Impilo engani sishintshile forever and ever. Nangu sekhulela umuntu. So what do you do Dokotela in the situation? Kwenziwa njani? Uyaqhubeka uyofunda esikoleni. What about ezinye ingane ezimdiscriminate uzobhulishwa more manje ngoba use pregnant sebeyamhleka abanye ukuthi buka ke wena usulidele usukhulela.
I think debalekile abazali ukuthi bazi ukuthi ingane mayisekhulelwe isuke ithukile.
Yeah.
Ithukile nayo. Nanokuthi mengabe kukhulunywa ngesimo sesenzekile kube naleyo understanding ukuthi ukhuluma nomuntu othukile onovalo oyingane futhi ongazi ongeke akwazi mhlambe nokuphendula zonke izinto because uyasaba futhi uyabona. So abazali kufanele babe nayo leyo understanding. Siya expect vele ukuthi ezumzali kukhona ukuphoxeka whether uphoxeka ezumzali ucabanga ukuthi abanye abantu bazothini njengoba izo esikoleni othisha bazothini ezinye izingane ucabanga ukuthi manje mangabe eseya esikoleni ungathi umuntu oyempini so manje usuke empini aye kwenye impi. I think fanele sibuke kanjalo ukuthi ingane izoba njani and kuzoaffecteka kanjani engqondweni nempilo yakhe nje yonke
because siyazi ukuthi kwamanye ama cases doctor uthola ukuthi umuntu usene pressure esikoleni ukuthi manje sebeyamhleka and all of that mhlawumbe abanye akhona amanye ama cases ekuthiwa mhlawumbe lo okhulelwe kusegcina ese committed suicide.
Yebo mengabe ezobona ukuthi indlela yokuphuma yiyo ayikho enye. Uma ngithi uphuma uya emphakathini uphuma esikoleni kuba ngathi uyempini mebuyele ekhaya ufile ngathi usempini lo muntu uphelelwe. Yabona mengabe engeze uthola isupport mhlambe noma ku extended family noma i social worker or kube nothisha mhlambe ozomzwela mbamba mfanga ngaphansi kwekhwapha am support mengabe fila nje ufila lost the only thing and the only way out mhlambe kube ukuthi kuyibulala akufanele kube njalo kube kanjalo because ikhona isupport ekhona sengisho nesingakhokhelwa nabo bayakwazi ukuthi bangafonela njengama organization ofana no South African Depression and Anxiety Group akwazi ukukhansela online bayakwazi ukuthumela kuma social worker ungakwazi ukufona uyingane kungekho umuntu omdala ukwispace sakhe private and amakhola khona free.
Bengithi ngoba vele ngisazobuza ukuthi konje Liza ikuphi lapha bangabalekela khona if they want help for example ukuthi bakhanselisho emotionally and stuff because kwamanye ama situations uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe omunye agcine esenza i-decision athatha i-decision ukuthi no you know what ne hayi angitshela umuntu ukuthi ngihambe ngikwenza abortion not understanding ukuthi noma usuyenza abortion sekunama psychological effects kasekhona ke kuwe that you going to go through ukuthi in that case where can they run to?
Like I know ukuthi esikolweni kunama social worker so that's like the first point and there's also ELO teacher.
Yes.
So first point again and kunama helpline like that you can call if you're in that situation. So I think the first thing is just knowing where to go when you're in that situation and abortion is not always like the end choice. So just knowing where to go and having that support system again around you I think is also not.
Yeah. Kukhona doctor kungenziwa community mhlawumbe ukuthi ibe more aware of these situations ingabi nayo ifake ibhebhethekisa umlilo mhlawumbe ngokucwasa nayo. Yeah, as a community what can we do to help in such situations or even ukuthi sisize ukuthi ngisazofuna ukubuza ukuthi lenkinga nje obinkulu kangaka ithini solution yayo ngoba lezi ngane ziyafundiswa esikoleni ziyazi ukuthi consequence yokulala and I don't use protection I'm going to be pregnant or kunama STIs there's HIV and AIDS but still sometimes they find themselves in these situations like what would be the solution maybe?
I think ukuyibheka ukuthi le inkinga yasemphakathini inkinga yasekhaya futhi uyabona njengoba ulokhuzana ulize bese shile ekhuluma ngezinto ze peer pressure and stuff so ne peer pressure iba khona ekuthini ayisesina 14 hayo usayintombi into sekuyisikhathi ukuthi kuphele lokhu uyabona abantu bafile under pressure bengekho ready psychologically bengekho ready ngezinto eziningi nangendlela eziningi mesibheka umphakathi mesibheka ingane ezincane sibheka isikole ukuthi yipi i-role isikole esingayidlala unfortunately ilokhuzana iSouth Africa mesibuka izwe lethu and where we come from uthola ukuthi kunezikole ezinama social worker nama psychologist esikoleni kunezikole la ungekho uyabona
kakhulukazi endaweni ezisemakhaya
kakhulukazi endaweni zasemakhaya bese kuba ke kube nalokho ukuthi uprincipal wesikole othisha esikoleni bangadonsa kanjani ama-social worker ekutheni basebenzisane nawo ngoba iy'nkinga zikhona ngaphandle kokukhulela kukhona nokunye abantu babhema izinto engafanele bazibheme kuningi nje uyabona abantu bahlukumezekile emakhaya konke lokho ukuthi ubadonsa kanjani ubalethe esikoleni eduzane nokuthi ukusiza ukuthi sipha abantwana issues of ama-life skills indaba ze-bullying ukwazi ukuhlonipha umzimba wakho ukwazi ukuthi no ubafundisa ngama-rights abo uletha amaphoyisa eze ukuthi umuntu uma ngabe kuthinta kanje akukho right nayi inamba yiloko okufanele ukwenze uyabona so as umphakathi ngeke sibheke sithi ingane yakadlamini ingane yethu esemphakathini bese sibheke emphakathini ukuthi yini ama-resources akhona esingawadonsa ukusupport isonto line role enkulu lokuyidlala because isonto lasemphakathini noma abantu baye bafile ngathi esontweni uzofika ahlulelwe ukuthi usuwenze ukuthi nokuthi siyasisho ukuthi isonto fanele usawuthi wasemphakathini so fanele ngene into zasemphakathini uma ngabe kukhona iprogram abangayirana nokusupporta omama abancane nokuprevent ekutheni kube nomama abancane kufanele kunomthelela ne role abangayidlala khona lapho
Liza ke sesiphetha nje ke we are coming into the end of our conversation. Ungathi nje mhlawumbe ungaluleka wena uthini uadvise uthini like emotional support how benze njani umphakathi a parent or even right now a person who's going through the situation what would you say to them?
Okay, firstly it's okay. I think you need to accept the situation. If you don't, then your mind will start playing. Because konama mental health issues and all of that. So just understand the situation, accept the situation, and then take the first step. Ukuluma nabazali, and then if abeko, then konisont. If no, then konama teacher. So just find ways. But the first step, melu accept it, and then ukulum.
And doctor, lastly, before the day, so you are pregnant now. What would be the advice? Continue going to school. Don't go to school. Wait until utolingane. Which choice is the best?
Mina bengathi intombazane mengabe khona uyaqhubeka ayikho into emvimbayo ukuthi ayesikoleni aqhubeka esikoleni
yes
one uqhubeka esikoleni because kubalekile ukuthi afunde ezokwazi ukuyimela ezokwazi ukusupport ingane and then two masehlele ekhaya uya isolateka uyabona bese eba depressed more sengisho uhleli wedwa uxoxa namuntu ucabanga into eziningi kanti mose esikoleni kuyafundwa impilo yaqhubeka ubagani bakho niyahleka and stuff like that so my advice would be ukuya esikoleni but again abazali or lo muntu obheka ingane ukucheck ukuthi ingane iyakhopha kuhamba kahle na nothisha or kube nothisha nje mhlawumbe axhumana naye just ukucheck ukuthi konke kuhamba kahle usupportwa kahle nako konke lokho.
Hi get Dr. Bega, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much Liza for joining us this morning. Siyabonga kakhulu nje sinifisele nosuku oluhle.
Siyabonga nawe.
Mbukeli ke besixoxisana no Dr. Bega kanye no Liza lapha mayilana nodaba oselishaqisa umphakathi futhi nje oselithe ukuba insakavukela umchilo wesidwaba lokukhulelwa kwentsha sibonayo lapha emakhaya bayikhiphile ke izeluleko sethembe mbukeli bulalele noma mabe khona mhlawumbe omaziyo kulesimo naye umeluleke kahle oyithola ke kulesi simo okwamanje ke mbukeli asiye ngapha ngaseyitolo sizobiyemva komsuzwana.
Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele kaloku apha ekhaya Jikelele kwinkqubo ndaba yakho uDTT kanti ke uba usanda ungena fika sesiqola siqonqotha kunye noLiso the musician. uLiso ke the musician ngongathandabuziyo wena mbukeli yenye yetalente ezinkulu ezivela pha ekhaya litsha kutshanje ubuchule bakhe bomculo ke buyabonakala kwinote yokuqala ayiculayo kude ube ngumzuzu wokulishiya kwakhe iqonga. uLiso ke yimvumo enetalente ezininzi ungumbhali othanda ulwimi lwesiXhosa ubiza ke umhlobo womculo wakhe njenge ancestral jazz. Ulapha ke e-studio namhlanje sawuncokola naye kwaye ke izandi zakhe zidimanisa ilifa lemveli kunye ne-afro jazz. Liso,
Hi sisi.
Unjani?
Ndiyaphila Nkosi kunjani kuwe?
Ndiyaphila nami. Yazi ndithandile ingoma yakho yokuqala ndakubona into okubana jonga ushukumisa amathambo omhlophe khawuzithuthe ngumabani?
Ha ndingumabhayi ukhethe umsuti nyoka emnyama icanda iziziba.
Ayibo nyoka emnyama nguwe lo.
Dim lo mntasekhaya.
From the dusty streets to the world. Siyavuya kulugcobo nochulumanci into yokubana usindwendwele apha ekhaya Jikelele. Sibambe ngazibini imani ngomculo osifudumaze ngawo namhlanje. Ndiyathanda ukufumanisa into yokubana ukuze ube kanti uyacula, iqale phi lento eshukumayo pha ngaphakathi kuwe ude ube kanti uyayivelisa idubule yachuma.
Okay, mandiqale ndizazise, ndinguLiso the musician. Lokuzalwa igama ndingusomila ngaye. So abantu endikhule nabo nendifunde nabo ebuncinci bam bandazi as usomila. So ndikhulela eMonti. Ndaze ndamka eMonti ekhaya ndaya eKapa ndiyofunda. Kodwa ekukhuleni kwam ndikhuliswa ngumakhulu wam. Umakhulu wam wayengumuntu owayesombela kakhulu. So from the age of 1 until 7 bendikhuliswa ngumakhulu. Bendisombela naye endlini ndicula naye. So ndingathi ukucula into endiqale ndimncinci kakhulu. I believe from the age of 1 bese ndicula because bendihlala naye uyombela ndiyalandela. Iculo aliculayo akalazi namandilazi kodwa yadibana into esiyiculayo. So iqale njalo indlela endicule ngayo.
Oh, chosi kumakhulu man. And njengokuthi wani mhlambe wacula usesezweni lomoya. Wathi ufika kube kudala kwathiwa lona umntana sesimgqibile.
Imvumo.
Simxwaye oluqanduva lokuba uzawuvuma. And ayithanda lento ibayilisa into yokubana ucule nomakhulu wakho ingoma ubungayazi. And if uyajonga vele kwaXhosa xa sombela uqala ingoma ufumanisa uba awuyazi bithini kodwa into ethi umculo ngumoya. Umculo ngumoya.
Spiritual.
Yes. Ndiyafuna uchaze umculo wakho udescribe uba ungathi ngumculo njani kuba nithe xa niphawula phana kwathiwa ancestral jazz. Caba jonga uyawashukumisa la mhlaba. Ungathi mhlambe umculo wakho xa udescribe ngumculo njani?
Umculo wami yi-jazz. Ndithi ke ngoku yi-ancestral jazz ngenxa into yokuba ndikhuliswe ngumakhulu wam. Umakhulu wam akasekho ngoku. Kodwa xa ndiculayo ndiyayazi into yokuba ndishukumisa naye and nendlela endibhala ngayo indlela andi-inspirishe ngayo isuka kuye, you understand? So ke ngoku njengoba ndisithi ancestral jazz umculo wami uthetha nabantu abaphantsi, uyathetha nabantu abakhoyo apha ekuhlaleni kodwa ungomoya isikakhulu. And also ke ngoku ayiyo jazz kuphela endiculayo, ndiyazicula ne-afropop, ndiyazicula ndenza ne-house kodwa ke i-background yami yomculo ndiye ndayiyela nasesikolweni. High school ndiye ndenza umculo but ndenze i-opera kodwa bendiyenza ne-African jazz and then ndaya e-UCT ndiye ndafunda i-acting. Siyadibana umculo ne-acting, so ndiye ndenza i-acting. Hence ke ndiye ndathi xa ndiphuma e-UCT ndabe senditourisha amazwe, ndivela eLondon, ndivela eGerman, ndivela eChina, ndisenza musical theatre. Apho uye ucula ke eqongeni ube ucula ingoma ezibhalwe ngonye umuntu kodwa udibene nabanye abantu ni-ensemble niculela i-audience.
Wow, you know into enithandayo njengobalisa i-achievements zakho bana usuka ko-Germany ko-London. Into ethi amazwe aphesheya ayilambele italente yalapha eMzantsi Afrika. Usenza njalo ngomculo wakho uqaqambisa inkcubeko. You are rooted and grounded kwi-identity yakho. Uthi xa ufika pha phesheya uzenze umkhumsha kodwa usengulo muntu nguye uqaqambisa inkcubeko yakho. Bekuthe nje kubalekile kuwe njengemvumi into yokubana uqaqambise inkcubeko yakho ingakumbi ngoku singena kwinyanga yamagugu namafa.
Iphupha lam ndisakhula ibingasikabantu bandazi ngobumna bam. Ndingafika endaweni ndifike ndizitshintshe ukubona. So xa ndifika phayana phesheya ndifika ndicula isiXhosa sam ngoba into endiyibhalileyo sisiXhosa and umculo yilanguage ongasoze uyiguqule. Umculo noba kungafika umuntu apha acula isiNgesi ndizawuconnecta, you understand? Ngenxa into yokuba umculo yilanguage engafuni interpretation.
Universal language.
Exactly, you understand? So ndiyathanda into yokuba abantu bandazi ngendlela endiyiyo, bandazi ngesinxibo sam, ndiyazingca ngokuba ndingumXhosa, ndiyazingca ngokuba ndingumAfrika.
Xhosa ocubekileyo, oXhosa isiXhosa esingangqwanga. Xhosa umntasekhaya. What's next ke ngoku siyazi into yokubana wenza umsebenzi omhle wenzayo, uyacula, uyathini. Abantu mhlamba bakuthandayo nabaqalayo ukubona banamhlanje bathi jonga ndifuna ukuthi chumcembe ndimlandele. What is next? Into onoyipheka ekitchen?
Ndiyapheka ininzi into endiyiphekayo. Ndiphethe icocwe lam apha endiye ndalikhupha ngo-2018.
Wow.
From ezingoma bendizicula apha zisuka apha kweli cocwe. So ndisaqhuba ngalo, ndisapusha lona ngoba ndiyakholelwa into yokuba abantu abaninzi abakawuva umculo wam. Ukubone xa uyi-artist esakhulayo abantu abaninzi abakwazi kodwa ngoba babona uba ndinento endiyiphetheyo yiyo le bayandilandela batsho bandazi. So ndinazo ezinye iingoma endisebenza kuzo estudio endinqwenela into yokokuba ndizikhuphe kulonyaka mhlawumbe xa kuphela unyaka okanye kunyaka ozayo kodwa ke zikhona nezinye collaborations zabanye abantu ke abaculayo bayathanda undifaka nakwezi house nakumapiano zikhona ingoma ezisezawuphuma endizenza no bongo beats ndiyenza no Chicastro nazinye nje iartist ezenza umculo owahlukileyo kulo ndiyenzayo so ininzi into endiyenzayo ndikwayiyo ne-artist eperformayo i-acting so nakwezi theaters umuntu uyawusho xa endibone lapha athi hayi mani ndimazelaphi bendimbone eTV ku Ekhaya Jikelele
yayiva mntase nanku ngokusesekongeni Liso the musician enkosi kakhulu ngokuba usindwendwele apha enkqubeni and thank you so much for reclaiming African spirituality through your music siyazincanayo kakhulu and andikwazi ungayibalisa into yokubana umhle mani mntasekhaya ufana nenhliziyo yami
inkosi ngiyabulela sithando sami umhle nawe
enkosi right mbukeli wami qiniseka kaloku into yokubana awuyikwandawo kuba uLiso the musician uzawuqhubeka esinikeza ucwambu lomculo kaloku eyiqulunqa inkqubo yethu oyithandayo iEkhaya Jikelele masithi qhwi nje evenkileni sibhatala amatyala xa sibuya uLiso unqangile Ayike mbukeli siqola siqonqotha ngolohlobo siEkhaya Jikelele sibambe ngazibini kwembukeli nawe kaloku uthe wavuka nathi kusasa nje asinishino siyabashiya iweekend enkulu
weekend enkulu it's spring day everything is lovely everything is blooming the flowers are beautiful asinishike nodwa sinishiya noLiso uzobe cula ithini makhona
Portal Liso bathathe
What